Warning: graphic content ahead. This video contains footage of actual broken bones that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to my video, where I'll dive into the fascinating world of biological differences between men and women. In this journey, we'll explore the physical, genetic, and hormonal factors that make us unique.
Like pushing my arm.
Oh my god. I just broke my arm. Oh my god. Oh my.
Let's start with the physical differences. Men and women have evolved to serve different roles, with men often taking on more physically demanding tasks. This is reflected in the skeletal structure of men, who generally have larger internal organs, including the heart and lungs. This gives them a greater anaerobic capacity, meaning they can perform short bursts of intense physical activity more efficiently than women.
They put the weights on the end, little tiny things like a little nothing, quarter of an ounce. And she gets up, oh, and her parents are so proud. 19 years. She's almost here. Boom, couldn't do it. Then this guy who recently transitioned, he gets over the weights, looks at him. They said, have you lifted before? No, I really haven't. She was a world champion, right? I haven't lifted too much, a little bit. I did it recreationally. Oh, good. So he gets over the same weights. Bing, boom, boom, bing, 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 bing. He broke the record like by 180 pounds. And then they say, we will have men in women's sports. These people are crazy.
When it comes to muscle mass, men have a clear advantage. On average, men have about 26 pounds more skeletal muscle than women. This translates to 40% more upper body strength and 33% more lower body strength. And let's not forget the grip strength, where men have a 41% advantage over women. But why is this the case? Well, it's all in the genes. The human genome consists of about 20,000 genes, with men and women sharing almost all of them. However, the sex chromosomes X and Y play a significant role. The Y chromosome contains genes that determine male development, including the SRY gene, which triggers the development of male characteristics.
There's a reason why we make a distinction, why men are not allowed to compete in the women's division. But if you could just decide you're a woman and you compete in the women's division and no one's even allowed to regulate like what that means, and if you have any problem with that, you're transphobic. Like, it has nothing to do with transphobic. Yeah. We're talking about fairness in sports. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy that this is still going on.
The X chromosome, on the other hand, contains more than 1,000 protein-coding genes. Since women have 2 X chromosomes and men have 1, this can lead to differences in gene expression. For example, women's bodies tend to store more fat, which is essential for reproductive functions and the ability to carry a child.
So I just want to do a quick comparison of male versus female pelvis or pelvic girdle. This here is male, this is female. Couple ways you can tell. If you look at the iliac crest, just the way that the ilium sit, the male is going to be sitting up higher, a little bit narrow set, more narrow set. The female, the ilia are relaxed off to the side just a bit, which gives women wider hips. Okay. Looking at the pelvic inlet, male has more of a circular shape, in this pelvic inlet. And the pelvic outlet is very tiny, very narrow here. So compare that to pelvic inlet for female, which is a little bit wider, right? And then a much larger pelvic outlet, which would be useful for giving birth. Both of these have the coccyx broken off, so you have to keep in mind that's a space that would be further confined. Another place you could compare is at this angle where the pubic rami meet. So in males, notice that this is a pretty acute angle, whereas in females, this is getting closer to 90 degrees.
Speaking of reproduction, the physical differences between men and women are most evident in our reproductive systems. Women have a uterus, ovaries, and a vagina, while men have a penis, testicles, and a prostate gland. These differences are the result of millions of years of evolution answering the continuation of our species.
It's not transphobic to say that you can't change your sex. Sex is down to a chromosomal level, and that's not something that can be changed, and that matters in sports. Your biology, sports is the one area where your sexual chromosomes matter.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition? No,
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
Not in
Okay.
this context.
So you
I'm not a
believe the
biologist.
meaning of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
Senator, in my work as a judge, what I do is I address disputes. If there's a dispute about a definition, people make arguments, and I look at the
All right.
law and I decide. So I'm not.
The fact that you can't give me a straight answer about something as fundamental as what a woman is underscores the dangers of the kind of progressive education that we are hearing about.
In conclusion, the biological differences between men and women are vast and fascinating. From skeletal structure to muscle mass and reproductive systems, these differences have evolved to serve specific functions in our species. Yet, despite these differences, we all share a common humanity, united by our genetic makeup and our ability to adapt and thrive in a diverse world. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe for more content on the wonders of human biology. Until next time, stay curious.
If you want to pass as the gender you're not, the answer is really easy. Just get as fat as possible.